Hello everyone, my name is Aliyar and you're watching Tectalk. Today I want to talk about one of the important topics in Python where we basically are going to discuss a very important topic. Till now we have discussed so many things of Python. We started from variables, string and so on and so forth, and we ended up with classes that are the most important thing in Python. So there are other concepts of object-oriented programming, definitely, but I would take a pause here and I would just talk about something which is very important here. So today we are going to talk about data files. So why do we need data files? That is the first question. What is data file? That is the second question. So before in our coding journey, we declared variables, right? So whenever we want to save some data, we really used strings, we really used variables to store those data, and whenever we want to access those data, we basically got that particular variable and access those data and use them in our program. However, we all know that the variables are stored in random access memory, or the RAM we call it, and whenever we shut down the IDE or when we shut down the computer, we do not have those variables stored in RAM, because RAM is a volatile memory. It's everything is washed out when you close the program or when you close the computer. Therefore, some data that we want to store and use for future use, and we want to store for future reference, what do? We basically use data files to store those variables and then use those variables in our program. So today let's go to the screen and see one by one from the same book, and a smart way to learn Python, and in this book definitely there are many more that we are going to cover today. So first of all, let me go to the book. We will read out something there and then we will implement it practically. So stay tuned. Okay. So in data files, in all the coding so far in this book, none of the data has been preserved, as I told you. We created variables, lists, dictionaries and class instances that contained information, but as soon as the computer was turned off, all of it disappeared. You know how to save a word processing document or spreadsheet, but how do you save data processed by Python? So it's very easy that we want to store something in the programming language. So this is how you store something in Python. Let me copy this and paste it here so I can make you understand. For now, let's parse it. Okay. So this line opens a file, text, whatever .text. If such file exists, it doesn't exist, it creates it. Okay, so let me make you understand that what this line is really mean. So with is basically a keyword. With we are telling the Python interpreter that we are now going to open a data file. So we use open keyword, and open keyword is basically, its name suggests, that it opens something. It opens for reading, it opens for writing. Both are done by the same keyword, which is open, which is a function, which is a predefined function. So this is the file name. We are telling the Python interpreter basically that we want to create a file called whatever.txt. It should be a txt file, and the mode would be writing. So W means I'm going to write something in this file. I'm not going to read anything from it, but I'm going to write something to it, and just open it as file to work with. So this file will be open, and we basically use aliasing here, and we are saying that it should be whatever this file is, it should be accessible through this variable, which is basically a variable. Now how do we store files in it? Let's check that out. So this is the same line as we wrote hello world from the very first class. So the file name here is is not f, basically it is this one. So what I said that, okay, access this file, use this write function and write a hello world in this file. So for example, this hello world was my variable, it was a variable. So greetings, let's say greeting is equals to, it is equals to basically this one, hello world, and I don't want the greeting to be vanished. I want to store it in the file, so next time if I want to access it, I can directly access it from this. So let me explain it to you once again. I told the Python interpreter that open a file with this name, and I want to write something in it. It should be in writing mode, and open this file with a variable called file to work with. Then I said, okay, this is my variable where I'm storing the greeting, and after storing the greeting, now I want to write this greeting in this particular file. So now if I save it and if I run it, you would see that I would be able to save the the file in that particular whatever file. So I run this function, and this particular code ran, and you saw that it created a file with the name whatever.txt. So if I open it, you would see that it has written hello world in this particular file. So this is how you can save your data for future use, because otherwise the data would get lost or the data would be vanished if I didn't save it with this variable. Okay, so this is what we call the writing mode. Whenever we want to write something, we use this one. Okay, now I have saved this one here, and let me comment it. And now I want to read the same variable from the file, and I want to show it, I want to print it on the screen. So what should I use? With keyword open function, and we know that open function, I want to open this file whatever.txt. This would be the file name, and I want to write something this time. I don't want to read something this time. I just want to write something here, right? And so what would I I want to read something, right? Let me pass it first, make you understand. This time I said, okay, this is the file, search it in the working directory. Working directory means the file which exists, wherever this file exists, it is the working directory for this file. So if I am writing just the name of the file, it means that I want the file to be here. If the file is not here, it's not going to discover it, is not going to find it, but it should be in the same directory as the file. So what I am saying that, okay, this is the file name. I want you to know the file name, and then you open it in a read mode. I don't want to write something in it, I want to read from the file. So what I'll do is that I will get the greetings. How will I get the greetings? If you got me right, f.read. Okay, read is the function, read is the predefined function in Python. What it will do, it will get all the text that is stored in the file, and let me print the greetings. Now if I run the file, you will find that I got the hello world in here. So it means that whenever I open in read mode, I can get the content of this file, and whenever I want to write something in the file, I will use this particular piece of code that we have here. So this is how you write and read from a file. Now we are going to talk about appending something with the content of the file. For example, I have written hello world here, but I want to add something to the file. Later on I wanted to add something to the file, so this is called appending. So we want to append something. So So how can you change the program? I told you that this is for writing, and you just need to change the mood. Okay, so the mood is basically appending. Now I want to append, and I want to append welcome to Tectalk. Okay, I want to append this to the file. So now let me save the file and run it and see what has. See, hello world, and it has appended hello world again. Sorry, this time I just want to append this. Okay, so let me remove this hello world twice. It is twice here, so I just want to remove. I don't want to read again. I just want to save this one to the file, so which is basically called the append. Let me save it and run it, and you will find that I have appended welcome to Tectalk again to the file. So you have seen that it has added, or it has appended this in the same line. So let me remove it. Okay, let me save it and let me run it again, so it can give you clear sense. See, it is the content that we had before. This is the one which I appended right now. So what I want, that I want to append this new word that I am appending here. I want it to be in the next line. So there are something we call text tag. We use this one. Okay, so this is basically namespace. If we are using backspace with n, it means that I want to append this one in the new line in the file. So let me remove this file, this one first, and let me save this file, and let me save this one and run it again, and you will find that welcome to Tectalk would have been appended in the second line. So if I want to append something in the next line, I basically want to add backspace n, which the Python would understand, the Python interpreter would understand that I need to give a line, basically an enter to add, and first the enter, and then after I want to write the second thing. So this is basically what we call appending. Whatever is there in the content, I want to append something new to that file. So this is it. We talked about writing something to the file, reading something from the file, and appending to the content of the file. So this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.